Tonight on Alaska's News Source, the Girdwood Forest Fair continues into its third and final day, but we met some of the artisans that make it special.
And high pressure is moving into northern portions of the state, prompting heat advisories while significant moisture is heading to southeast.
Plus, Fairbanks' own Goldpanners celebrate America's 250th with a ball game and a special historical recognition. We'll take you there. And coming up, Eielson Air Force Base prepares to open their doors to the public. What they have planned for this year's air show.
You're watching Alaska's News Source.
Good Sunday to you all, and as we come on the air at 5, after a cooler than average holiday weekend, things are heating up across Alaska. Bailey, what can we expect as we head into Monday? We've had a lot of rain.
That's true. We have had a lot of rain. We're still going to hold on to those rain chances across coastal areas of South Central, even into Southeast, and especially in Southeast. But we are starting to warm up just a little bit more into this week. We're going to warm back up near 70 degrees across South Central. Meanwhile, the interior is going to climb up near 80 degrees. But even just compared to yesterday, some portions of the state have felt temperatures about 10 to even near 15 degrees warmer. And we're going to continue on with that warm track across this week. As we look ahead throughout the next 7 days in Anchorage, you're going to notice that we climb back above those normal temperatures by about Tuesday and Wednesday. Some of the warmest temperatures we're going to feel this week, and we're going to continue on that pattern into our weekend. So while that's still a few days away, you can still look ahead and expect a little bit more of those warm temperatures. Now across the state right now, still plenty of that cloud cover across South Central. So far today, we've seen mostly cloudy skies. Some of that has started to break away, opening up some blue behind the clouds, but into the interior, those thunderstorms are still likely into the afternoon, with temperatures reaching up to 73 degrees in Fairbanks so far today. But I wanted to talk about that moisture that we got yesterday and even into today that really impacted Seward. We've already seen about half an inch of that rainfall in Seward. We're going to still expect a few more of those raindrops to continue into Seward and even into Portage Glacier, getting over an inch of that rainfall. But now the heaviest amounts of rain are going to track into southeast. And to Ketchikan, that's where heaviest amounts of rainfall are expected this week. But as we look ahead, we'll start to see this storm start to shift away from South Central, bringing in some partly sunny to partly cloudy skies across areas like Anchorage into the Mat-Su Valley. Coastal areas such as Kenai, even into Homer, we'll see a little bit more of that sun. But for those overnight lows tonight, we're dropping down to about 52 degrees in Anchorage, 53 degrees into Fairbanks. And for tomorrow, those high temperatures are going to climb to about 66 degrees in Anchorage, climbing all the way up near 80 degrees for the interior. And you'll even notice that up in the North Slope, we're climbing to near 70 degrees. But I'll have all those details coming up just a little bit later.
Bailey, thanks for tracking all those details. I won't say no to some sunshine. And at the annual Girdwood Forest Fair, bringing in attendees from near and far, there was also some talented musicians and hundreds of vendors that line the walkways there, hoping to sell their wares and carve their niche in that vibrant community. Our Charlie Fellows introduces us to some of those best artisans.
The Girdwood Forest Fair's 51st year has been a strong one, according to some of the many vendors around whom the whole event orbits. From the traditional,
mostly I do stickers and art prints, really aiming for whimsical and nature-inspired art,
to the eccentric.
Believe it or not, probably half of everything I make is from forks. But the fork man didn't really work as so the spoon man it stuck.
The fair has a way of keeping longtime vendors coming back.
This is what I do full-time, and this is my most wonderful working event. I don't feel like I'm working when I'm here. I'm just here seeing old friends, sharing what I've been up to, and it's always a successful event for me, business-wise and community-wise.
It's vendor-friendly. The people come from all over. Other people come from out of state just to come to Forest Fair, that maybe used to live here or something. And it's the music, the food, the vendors, it's a great blend.
While keeping newer artisans chomping at the bit to join the community.
This is my first time as a vendor, and I was so excited. I did the application online. I had a friend who has done this before, and I remember just being super excited when I got the acceptance letter and being like, oh my gosh, yay.
We'll definitely be coming back year after year. We'll work our way up to teen booths and adult booths, because everyone is so kind to us, and it just makes us feel like we're welcome.
Charlie Fellows, Alaska's News Source.
Today's the final day of the Forest Fair. Vendors close up shop at 6 this evening. As the holiday weekend comes to a close, the Alaska Goldpanners had the honor of hosting the closing ceremony for the Alaska Week of Dreams. The Week of Dreams was a multi-event celebration of America's 250th birthday and Alaska's baseball history. This Week of Dreams began in Anchorage at Mulcahy Stadium and ended in Fairbanks at Groden Memorial Park. The final ceremony recognized Alaska natives who've been playing a version of baseball that predates the modern game we know today. The ceremony also included large flag displays and an F-16 flyover by the Air Force. A month from now, the Interior will host a chance to see F-16s and F-35s in action at the annual Eielson Air Force Show. Alex Bengal has a preview for us.
Eielson Air Force Base, east of Fairbanks, will be opening its gates to the public on August 1st and 2nd for a free air show put on by the base every other year. While aircraft perform in the skies above the crowd, on the ground, displays will teach visitors about the science and technology that goes into aviation. Attendees will be able to tour different kinds of planes, learning about them from Air Force and Department of Defense personnel. Lieutenant Colonel Lloyd Wright, director for the air show, says preparations began last July, a major part of that being security when letting thousands of people onto the base.
For directions to the show itself, our website are going to have maps as well as directions to get onto the show itself. We'll have traffic control individuals as well, waving people into the parking areas, and then it'll be very obvious where to go. From there, we'll have signage and people helping throughout that entire process.
Anyone 16 and older will need an ID to get onto the base. Meanwhile, travelers on the Richardson Highway alongside the base are expected to see intermittent closures during the show. Alex Bengal, Alaska's news source.
Thanks for listening. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcast from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.